Hi, I'm Tom, a middle-aged guy from the UK, and I like to build things like these, and this, and sometimes these. In fact, it's basically my only hobby. Now, my mother once told me that dads don't read instructions. Well, I'm a dad, and so I'm embarking on a mission to see if that's true. Can you really build these amazing kits without using the manuals? Well, let's find out on Dads Don't Read Instructions. Hello everybody and welcome back to Dads Don't Read Instructions. In this episode we are going to be doing the BARC Speeder Escape, set number 75378, with a recommended age of 8+. This is a new kit out for 2024 that I picked up as part of my bundle for May the 4th, which got me the various other bits and pieces. Straight off the bat, it's a nice kit. I enjoyed this one. Some of the characters that you get with it are really cool. There's been talk that it's a little bit overpriced, and I think for £25 as it was at the time, it might be, but you know, Lego Star Wars always comes with a bit of a premium, and actually there's a lot of playability with this set, and it has good zooming potential. It's quite a good one to run around the house going zoom. Yeah, it feels good in the hand, and yeah, my son really likes looking at it as well. I say looking at it, I don't let him play with it, but anyway, let's get on with it. Is that mean for not letting my son play with my Lego? I don't know. Notes in the comments. Now, we don't get the most amazing views of the BARC Speeder, and we've got a little pack of stickers. That was nice. So again, what we had to do was unload everything and get it all spread out and organised. Now this set only has 221 pieces, but it felt like a lot more than that. Get the characters built up first. What they did in The Mandalorian with the introduction of Jedi Kelleran Beq was really nice. For those who don't know, Kelleran Beq is played by the same actor who did Jar Jar Binks, who was portrayed on screen by an actor named Ahmed Best, who I think he did a good job, to be honest. I quite like Jar Jar. I know it was a departure from perhaps what most people were after, but he did the comedic thing. He put a little light-heartedness into what was otherwise quite a bleak movie. Anyway, Ahmed Best got a tremendous amount of flack from the Star Wars community. If you've been part of the Star Wars community, it is equal mix of really lovely people and then just some really brutal, vicious opinions on Star Wars and what it should be. And yeah, Ahmed Best got a lot of flack for Jar Jar, despite the fact that he didn't create this character, he just embodied this character. It's not his problem, and it had a real detriment on his life and his health. And he was given this opportunity to play this new character, Beq, and he really made the most of it. When I heard who it was, I was really surprised, because Kelleran Beq, this new character they created just for him, there's this really awesome hero moments in this episode where he rescues Grogu from the temple, and it almost came across as like a screw you to the haters. Look what I can do, what this actor can do when you actually give him some good material to work with. And yeah, that was really nice. It felt a bit redemptive. He didn't need redeeming. He did a good job playing Jar Jar. But anyway, gushing over, back to the Lego. My original intention with this had been to build the side pod first, and that's where we've started, but that became a little bit confusing about how it would connect to the rest of the actual speedery bit. So we moved on to that. I thought the pod for Grogu had gone together really well, but I had made quite a big mistake that caused me a few headaches a little bit further down the line. I used too many of the red small tile pieces. From the video you can see that there's both red above and below the white banding. Yeah, it took me until near the end to realise that actually that's one piece, and it's one of the extended slidey rail pieces. But we do fix that before the end. Now the front of the BARC speeder was reasonably easy to do. We had some good clear pictures of that. But it was the rear section that was the problem. Because all the images want that sort of exciting dynamic angle of the speeder flying towards you. So there just wasn't anything to really help me wrap my head around both how the pod and the speeder connect. That was a real problem, but also a really close-up one of that back section. So that was quite frustrating. But it was this bit on the pod that was really, really doing my head in. If you look at the pod itself, it has this like half bubble back or quarter bubble back bit. And I kind of figured out how the side panels met and how they connected, but I couldn't for the life of me work out how it created a stable build that would fit with the black, I don't know what you call it, trapezoid piece that was so prevalent in the images. And what it was is that they have two 3-stud black rounded edged pieces that have the way they're built, and it's kind of hard to explain, but they will sit over 2 studs, so you can overlay 3 over the top of 2. And that's how you get this piece central, because I just couldn't figure. I could see it from the picture and I could see that there was 3 over 2, but I couldn't for the life of me work out how it was done. And eventually I just conceded that I wasn't going to work that out, so we're going to improvise and try something a bit different, try and get it to work. So we're back here trying to figure out how we build this connection between the speeder and the pod. It has these side sort of stabilizing pieces, and the pod itself is connected at 2 points. So there's a lot of thought going on here. See our little clone trooper there staring down in judgment next to his little lamppost, which I also built wrong, turns out. There we go, I think we fixed the problem with Grogu there. Not so much with the sled. Or the pod, I should say. Pod? Sled? He's in a pod. That's a sled. Sidecar. I don't know. Let's go with sidecar. I think it's a sidecar. So at this point what I tried to do is sort of get it as fully assembled as I could and then just try and make it work. But yeah, this back arch bit was just doing my head in. And it's not a straightforward solution either. When you actually come to the instructions, it was something I was sitting there going, no, I wouldn't work this out. Another go at the pod. I've been at this a while now. I was getting a little bit fed up with it. And yeah.
Oh, giving up, General Jar Jar. Lisa, think of something.
Hands up.
I give up. I give up.
And yeah, like Jar Jar, I gave up on this one. So yeah, I forgot to do an orbital, very sorry, but yeah, this was not a successful build on my part. So we went back to the drawing board, I pulled it all apart. I'd got the right idea with most of it, but there was some sort of technical hidden bits that, you know, if you hadn't got them lined up properly, if you hadn't got it quite right with the position of the side studs, then it wasn't going to work. So I was close, but it was certainly a few instances we were like, it's like that, is it? Okay, fine. Now, for that blooming thing that I couldn't get to work, it needed the pink studs and the green supports to create a supporting frame, and it's actually hidden by pieces rather than actually all solid inside. So anyway, you need the instructions on this one, or at least this dad did. But it's a fun kit. once you know what you're doing and you're following the instructions, it's actually a really straightforward kit to put together. And if you've got a kid, I think it's a nice one that you could do together, especially if you're like my son, he just loves building the characters. That's the only bit he really wants to do. Yeah, new characters, nice little Grogu, 2 clone troopers, it's good. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again on the next video.